Hi, this is off my 2006 Ford F-350 6.0. This is the Bulletproof, the best one they got out there for this dualies. And I'm just going to give you little tips or something that you guys don't see in other videos. Alright? Well, if you never did this before and people that has our experience, you know what you got to do to take the intercooler out, the stock one. And this will take a two-man team, even if you're experienced on this part. The intercooler, because you will need to push this out, and believe me, it gets hard. And be careful when you're doing these or the AC, because you do have to drain it out. And I did it the old school style, or whatever you call it, just put it in a pan, drain it. But I had to go down to Olive Zone, and it cost $139 to rent it, and just to make sure, yeah, it still had pressure in it. I believe it was on the red and the blue, and prefer to be safe, because if you drain this out and it's something smack or breaks, you're going to be pissed off for the rest of the day. And this, you got to be careful with the coils. I had my brother-in-law helping me, that jackass, and we got it going. You know, it's going to be a little bit tight. You know, some people are showing on, you see in the magazines and stuff, that they lift it up. Well, we just got robbed and they took everything. Well, we had nothing to pick it up. Now I did cut this as a rock shield. It did go more higher up. Just the fact that I did not run it like Bulletproof did out to the outer side. Because there's a warning that tells you that there's a little on this part. Right here. I do apologize for I don't know how to work my camera that well with the light. It will cut. Because it comes from here down and it wants you to go this way. But instead I went, you can see, the other way. Cross the fenders. This is because I did have a leak with battery acid, and all the oil and AC stuff that came out did, you know, I've been to the car wash twice. Like I said, we got robbed. They broke the pipes, and you know, it's not leaning. You know, you got this rubber seal that's right here. You know, you could take it off or what, you know. Dumbo's right here stuck either way. But take it that way. You're gonna need, you saw the size. Let me show you again the size. You're going to need that for up top as well. That's going to be tight, but do be patient. And up here, now you guys know where the sensors, like there's one, there's one back here I can't really get to the view, but make sure you put them right, because one says oil pressure and oil temp. I had to call the rep. I had to look at the picture because it does not say coolant. Like there's a video out there says one says coolant. This one does not say coolant. We'll just give you a heads up right there. And you do get shorter bolts for this thing. This is empty. You have nothing in it. You need it because you got this. Unless you have a different style setup, then you don't need this. You know, you got your own setup going. And you got your hose that is coming from this side. You know, it's coming under here. You can see how you can see it right there, and it goes down and through that hole into this. Like I said, you're gonna need two person to take this out. If you're experienced, you did this before, one, do be careful on this. And you're gonna need at least two people on this, because when you do drain this out, it's gonna come out easy for this part. When you put this part, it is very tight, and this is gonna be hard. You need somebody to hold it to where you could adjust, because you got the boots, or what do you call them, right there. You got one on each side. Now they do give you brackets to drop them, because you do have a transmission cooler down there. If it's all the way down, it's the big long one, most likely you don't have to put those little adapters pieces, or they take off the stock one and put theirs. Like I said, you got pre-drilled holes right here. If you have pre-drilled holes, you don't need a drill. You just take this off, screw it on into the intercooler, and bamash, there it is. But if you don't have pre-drilled holes here, you're going to need a drill, and do be careful, because they do, on the AC, they are like little seeds, like noodles almost, little circle noodles, like macaroni. You drill a hole and you rip one of those things or cut it, you're going to need another one. But do be careful. And when you come in here, make sure it clamps up pretty good. You know, then it goes down. That's where it's going to be really tight. You might get a adjustable ratchet, cut it if you don't want to really mess with it, because you do have to remove to get it going pretty good without any trouble. You have to move the bracket that you had here, the stock, and that will help you out a little bit. But experience wise, you know, it does take time for, you know, like I said, to take the stock one, and you take that out. You know how it is to put this one in. It's not that hard. For the bottom, you just put that blue rubber seal, torque them down, and that's it. You put everything back. But when it comes to this part, it's going to get tight, and you're going to need to cut some of your tools, just if you don't want to run into, is it on right? And that's mostly the most trouble I went to, is putting the filter on, because I had to put this on and that's already bracketed on. But what I don't understand, they should have made it out here somewhere. Like I thought it actually sit down on this part, on this side. Like, but I guess I was wrong. But they said to put it up here. But you know, I do call them, and I asked them about the temp, because when I was on, you watch my other video, it was about a 10 or 15 degrees. I don't know if it was my oil cooler going out, but I had my family and my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law with me. Well, I switched it and spent $2,000. Hopefully it was worth it, because I just got robbed from my inside of my house. The trailer is stolen and my Jeep was stolen, and they wiped us out clean. Well, hopefully it works. They told you to make sure the temp on the coolant does not pass 235 and the oil is 255. That's what I got told when I called yesterday, and they called me back because nobody wasn't answering the phone. Loved it. I mean, I got their Fickum, you know, on that side. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it's pretty much, you know, worth it. I do not have it at a higher voltage. I have it at stock, and they take a watch of how much you're taking out. Sorry if you guys hear my chanclas, my sandals, because like I said, they sold everything. And this is the other one. Now you see all the plastic pieces, and you're gonna have rubber pieces, and you got your, let's see if you can see it, you got your intercooler down there. And that was from Sinister. Believe it or not, that thing lasts me 4 years. Now if you guys looked it up, oil temp's supposed to be right. I do have a tune on it to performance. If you guys say, well, that was good, you're in the right zone. On my truck, I have a SCT tuner, or Edge tuner, and it always shows that it was at a 177 and the oil temp would be up. For I noticed that it will always flux up, like right away, or go down. It never kept the temperature right. But with this one, it's keeping it goes up with it 20 degrees off. You know, with oil being down, they will catch up, and it will stay between 10, 15. It will work its way down, up and down. That was perfect into the zone you want. They do tell you that the oil temp from the 15 degrees with the Bulletproof, what I got told from their rep, that does not apply anymore, because you got the stock intercooler out. You know, maybe they might tell you guys something, but that's what I was told by one of the rep yesterday. And you know, so far I love it. It feels, I know people will say, well, how can you, it feels different to me. You know, my dad's a mechanic in old hot rod car, and you know, I put my hand into vehicles and into motorcycles, and I could feel a difference. Now, you know, you guys know about the stock muffler. I took that off, put one of those flow mufflers, and I wanted to cut that off and put the muffler out right here, but I got one of these. You can see. It's one of those aerial turbines. I love it, but I want to make it shorter because they say the bigger pipe will help it out, but I don't got the money. But if, like I said, no, I know it's gonna, for some of you that are out there stuck or trying to fix it, be patient. You know, don't quote me on this. You're not I'm, you know, legally obligated to tell you anything. This is up to you, your truck. You know, what you do, whatever you want. I do have a delete, and all of us know about the delete. Now I want to ask you guys something. Be careful, be safe, take your time, because many times when I was here with my kids crying, and I don't know if you saw in the video, I have a generator back there. We had no power or water. Where I have to say thank you to McDonald's, O'Reilly's, Pizza Hut here in Rusk and Jacksonville. All these companies located here, and they've been aiding us, helping us with water, anything they could supply with ice. And it took me about 2 weeks to do this because I had to wait for parts. And anything like for your delete, you could call Sinister. You could ask them for the rubber seals. They'll send it to you. And if they send it to you, they could be ground, but make sure you got delivery how you want it. You want it the 2 days, a week. Make sure about that, because that would make a big difference if you have to rent a car and spend $400 freaking. And Bulletproof's been a whole lot of help, walking me through this. You do get a book. You do get a couple of nice things in there. I got a little cup holder says I earned this. You do get the logos here. And I already got a couple of people when I took in for an inspection. They loved it. Patient people. Just take your time, because these holes right here, they're going to start. It's going to be a tight to get back. But patience, all right? If you guys got something to say, hit me up. I'll try to answer the question. I do apologize if my voice sounds like, but, I'm just giving you guys a rundown to what I went through and what to look out for, All right? All right, bye.